Whoa, America, we got exclusive work. Yeah, I know it's Select Super too. And we got some exclusive work that features Miss Sowmya Krishnamurthy. And she was on CNN speaking about the Drake and UMG legal battle, the petition that could turn into a crazy legal battle. Now in this clip, she admits that Siri played Not Like Us when asked about Certified Lover Boy, the Drake album. So you would be like, play Certified Lover Boy, and then you would hear Certified Lover Boy, what? She says that the lyrics could be the reason why. So she's saying that if you say, hey Siri, play this, if you say the lyrics, it'll play the song Not Like Us. They're alleging that UMG colluded with Apple and all of that. Now before we get into this, anybody notice that this is being covered by primetime shows like CNN? This makes me wonder, who does Drake have in his corner? There's a reason why this is on primetime. Shout out to Sowmya. America, get jiggy with this.
By Drake, Siri instead played Not Like Us, which contains the lyric certified pedophile, an allegation against Drake. You know, when I first read that, it sounded like Trump saying that the Dominion voting machines were changing Trump votes to Biden votes. But what are these online sources? How prevalent were these reports that it was changing what's played?
So I'm going to be honest, I actually did the test during this time, and it did work. When you said, hey Siri, play Certified Lover Boy, it did play Not Like Us.
Really?
So it did, yes. I actually posted a video on my YouTube and social media, but I think we all knew that it was pulling from the lyrics. So I think Apple could have an argument. People were searching for that song, or that's what their algorithm was kicking up, because it is not just titles, it's also lyrics. So there's a little bit of nuance there.
Okay. UMG denies the claims, as we said at the top, but the company did settle a payola case for $12 million back in 2006 that claimed that they bribed radio stations and to play their artist. Is it plausible? I mean, and also, if they did this for Kendrick, how prevalent are these practices to say that Drake didn't benefit from these at some other time?
Yeah, and that's what a lot of industry insiders are saying. It could the entirety of his career, Drake really has enjoyed this privilege, being an industry darling, being the most streamed artist on Spotify for hip hop. Even now, I think the last time I checked, his monthly uniques on Spotify are more than Kendrick. If we go back to 2018, there was a huge campaign where every single Spotify playlist was Drake, whether it was hip hop, pop, country, gospel. So these campaigns by these streaming services or companies, they're not uncommon. But the question is Drake now bitter or whining because he's not the beneficiary?
I read some of the headlines in the intro to our conversation. How much does this hurt his credibility?
I think a lot. You know, it's one thing to lose a rap battle, but to the hand of your adversary and say, hey, good game. I think that's good sportsmanship. But this to me just really seems like whining. It seems like when things don't go his well, I think you alluded to it earlier, it has that very much stop the steal energy. That doesn't do too well in hip hop.
Sowmya Krishnamurthy, thank you so much for explaining to us, and I am genuinely surprised.
Yo, Sowmya mentions that Drake could have had access to these same privileges that he's accusing UMG of giving to Kendrick. You know what? I just call it dilution pack. Yo, Sowmya, why you ain't just say the big distribution pack? He asked her, what about Drake potentially benefiting from that distribution or those privileges? And she says that for the majority of his career, Drake has been an industry darling. But word around town is that Drake don't go to no industry award shows. He don't really do industry stuff. And he just pop out to the label and turn the albums in and collect his bag. Hey, y'all, tell me the last time y'all seen Drake at an award show. And I find what she said about Spotify interesting too, because Drake helped Spotify out tremendously. In that 2014 to 2018 era, those exclusives that he dropped were very major. They drove hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people every time to download Apple Music, Spotify, and they became subscribers. When people mention that Drake has been an industry darling, yeah, Drake's image has been solid this whole time. Allegedly, them using Not Like Us, promoting it and distributing it, how they marketed it and how they released it, how they did, up until then his image hasn't really taken a hit till this. But if it's really about contractual issues behind the scenes, then that opens up another layer. That's like all of the things that they say that the industry shouldn't be doing. They used it this one time on a massive level to almost put a stain on his career. What Sowmya said, she made some valid points, but also, let's be honest, when Drake was featured on them playlists, Spotify front page for all playlists, rap, jazz, hip hop, and there's probably an algorithmic reason why they did that, because they been had access to all the data. Yeah, I think they just said, let's put him in all of these different places just for no reason like that. Like, no, like that benefited them as well. And now we see that streaming is what it is. Well, yeah, his image, his likeness is instrumental in this streaming thing of what it is. So of course they gained from that. You feel me? Let's not act like they didn't gain from using his likeness. So of course it benefited them as well. But in the long run, remember y'all, we saying that these people set themselves up to win no matter what. So Drake setting up himself to win no matter what. This could be a very big legal battle, all right? And I honestly think they gonna settle with Drake. I think they gonna settle with him, and then from there, it's gonna open up a whole new dimension. So yeah, America, this is gonna be interesting. 2025 is gonna be a very interesting year, a positive year. All right, big shout out to Sowmya, and make sure y'all have a great day. All right, holla at me. Yeah, it's Super 2, baby.